action line that screen is so that Abet, when the fire me back, only I had it.
Abet fire there.
When the fire go chica crack.
Fire me back, only I had it.
Go chica crack.
Fire, me back.
Fire go chica crack.
So you see the image on your screen. It is.
Abet, I'm down. Abet, don't even try.
Try it.
Abet, don't try.
Try it. So don't try.
Abet, don't try.
Yeah, don't try. So viewers, as you can see, this is how you look when you receive your monthly salary. You just need to look good.
And the yomo is proportionate.
Exactly.
Now, what styling je? Etiano no biya kawasem.
So as you can see the image on your screen.
Waka wanu atete wanu hu nua tete ase say. As a man styling je kra wase.
Life is so beautiful when you have money and then you do your mo. It covers the badness and everything. That's the inspiration of it.
I bet me you a deep.
In all your gettings, get money and do your mo.
I bet me you a deep. I bet saw the picture out to so I bet me you a deep.
Why are you threatening the boy? Okay. How are you?
I won't talk.
Oh my God.
I won't talk.
How was the weekend?
Ade. What the styling je akoyo trim. Can
you show the one that he was full of laughter, beaming with, like he's so happy? What's your secret?
Where?
Yeah, what's your secret?
Boy, pim do your thing.
Oh, for so.
Just make sure Code Mickey does not see it.
Almost bet eye camera. People is your pim say boy, but how? But do you have baldness in your family?
No.
Then how come?
How come? Because how come I'm not bad?
How can you be a short man and also go bald?
I'm not going bad.
You can short man, you can unique.
Alejandro Balde. Charlie, welcome to the Four Post Podcast. My name is Asare Boadu, together with Fiifi Manfred the Tactical, and then our latest, our newest, Alejandro Balde. We are here to serve you a review of the weekend's action.
Oh, why you on whom my Chloe styling je? Esiano mon kabibi. Masa.
Styling your grandpota.
I'm styling your grandpota. Masa se space account.
So, Balde, how many your program, no?
Grandpota twaso.
Okay.
Styling your grandpota.
So, how was your weekend?
Oh, some way, somehow, cool. You know, I enjoyed it a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
It is a woodjet.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
So Fee has not been here for some time.
No school here no pekobolo say plan we be that. Who go school na ta twa won.
Where paid you?
O pekobolo too much.
Paid you go weekends. And you shoot weekends no who is out there. But me dey weekday. Timinya ko do was be here free.
E say mo akwaba.
With Asminia.
E dey na dey buy.
O go to buy it.
Buy it bia.
If you atebu.
Atebu na buy it me buy me buy it bia wa.
Say o fi how dey see for buy it.
Hey, who you who be o?
So there was a Ghanaian player. We used to call him Bayreba.
Aye.
Na nentu.
Ese wo disi one ma tabam. The person so tie sorta. And yes so bo so to tie.
So the new Bayreba.
Hey Bayreba, akwaba Bayreba. O wa efe mum
na weekend.
Said o ho etan die atare na ma wa efe.
Hwe mia no. Boy, ba wo say wo. Sa semba do we bitimi potato pa unya mia. There the one you said media say Boadu echi.
Because you mukui turu. You muku. Bema mukui.
No. Fiifi Mukwala.
See Asemba, media say Boadu echi.
We have not even started the show. Let's get straight to business.
See Asemba, me I'm with Asare Boadu.
Every day they sack.
They sack
me.
Kwa Asare.
Aye. Styling Jagger and Potter.
So what's the inspiration behind the black?
There's no black in my hair.
You're more blacks.
Hey, Grand Potter styling there.
Gambao blacks.
You're more Catania Maso.
No, but Michael accepted it.
Are they?
Oh boy, but accept it at the end of the day.
I accept it.
Boy, no need to Accra. Was some of your colleagues in Buomo?
Oh, me say them accept today.
You two are the end.
Bibian ko baby.
Yes, she are the end.
Bibian she are.
Because at the end,
you can you more this all the day.
Minka you mobia.
Mama picture later say.
Baba do a humo.
I just I bought the ma o I cook Castalin jet. Akoya pemi na to see.
They must only.
But akoya pemi.
Bahaba to only ba
impermeable. Impermeable.
Impermeable solution. But I'm only honey beef and Muhammad. Because Obra ni trim pie.
The paradoxical case of Akomeah. Nobody but
well, you see my camera no much.
Okay, you are welcome to the Four Post podcast here. And today, we
can say Manchester United drew. They are still unbeaten though, but it means what's the name of that fan?
For pen and paper.
The one that said that he's
going to go 5
games. What's his name?
Fee for pen and paper. Me bo player ni di anoaka.
But your mama pen and paper.
What him? Dimu. Me see trasa player ni di.
Most aki players.
Me body na me see tra player ni dimu tem.
Okay.
Fiifi me body na tem.
Okay, so give us the names.
Me body na no tem. Number 1. Look so.
There's only future of United.
Tem.
Look show mum.
Tem. Patrick Odogu.
Hey, Dogu dance era butoro.
Dogo yaro. Dimu.
Apaworo.
Akwa bi na de bia on nsem mo hene. So a Pentecost elder crack coming. Diego Dalot. Dimu.
Hey.
No ado chia.
Adey.
Never do good there so no. But we can no be say game no mamo.
Hey, wanya.
Never do good there. Munya kona kika ama de aloboshi.
Ade dogo moro park na ebobo. Dimu.
Ma.
What Dalot so dimu?
Basaki Dalot.
Hey.
Na Carlos Enrique.
Why?
Carlos Enrique.
Why Carlos Enrique?
Ne Casemiro.
Ono so ya akokra be wo say tafita. Ba ugate de ono ne na ba kusi abotin.
God, we told you 2 years crab.
Boy, my new me hot time. Now me TV so na brand 37 pa come at 7 na me ugate time.
Ugate time.
Yeah. Hey, move from one in champion. My bio. Hey.
Manuel Ugarte.
Come menu Dimu.
Hey, come menu.
Yes.
He's the future ni inechi.
Dimu.
Hey, Pegman.
Fee necessary omo ba na fadini shem.
Okay.
Adam Watin.
Hey. Hey.
Father Watin this shem.
Hey, they possession base get to her.
What?
Adam Watin.
Elliot Anderson fadini shem.
Aba, now offer what na for Elliot Anderson.
Elias ari balai ba saka.
Bruno Fernandes my boy.
Fanetum.
Okay.
Nuno Mendes in the first stone.
Hey, Nuno Mendes. For Paris Saint-Germain, what did they go for? Like project better Motawaro. Omere.
Since you no Fabrice Hoykins am I hope kakra. Say when you have contract issues in your marketing
TV. Contract issue be
Last but not the least, you'll be shocked.
I'll be shocked of me.
We'll try for Anthony. Anthony.
The strikers
I'm an attorney. Attorney.
Zero problem.
I know be say
Ivan attorney. I Saudi Arabia for all chat attorney. Ivan attorney. Fee. On a more serious note, let's keep it to me. In January, you buy you say di nkomo.
So January na go father wanted from Crystal Palace. Nobody will sell him.
Just listen to instructions.
No, but
humble yourself and listen to instructions. Just humble yourself and listen to instructions. But you see, I think this weekend's games were, let me say, there were surprising results, and some results were also confirming how we see certain teams. For the English Premier League, I'll touch on 3 results. The Manchester United versus the Nottingham Forest. There's definitely no way I'm not going to touch on that results. I think there are standards and there are reality when it comes to this game fee. And I always speak about it. The standards of Manchester United drawing against Nottingham Forest should never be accepted. But the reality is where they find themselves and the kind of results that they've been getting in the past few weeks. Getting a draw against Nottingham Forest far away at the City grounds definitely looks like a positive result for Manchester United, Mike. Last season, Manchester United after 10 games had 12 points.
Oh.
This season, after 10 games, Manchester United is having 17 points.
Yeah, same points with Chelsea and almost all the teams above them.
An appreciation of 5 points.
An appreciation of 5 points and 2 points off second, same as Chelsea and co.
Yeah.
Not trying to make a whole lot out of that result.
I think you should actually. I mean, 17 points is not small points.
Definitely, I understand
how close it is at the very top.
Yes.
Yeah.
But there are reasons why I'm not so much into the 17 points accumulation, because the last time we had such points, the team either finishes 7th or 8th or even 5th or 6th.
Yeah.
And where maybe I can be hopeful about the results is about Manchester United beating Brighton and Hove Albion, beating Liverpool, beating certain teams that last season. In 10 games last season, Manchester United met Liverpool, they lost.
Okay.
Manchester United met Brighton and Hove Albion, they lost. Manchester United lost 4 games in the first 10 matches last season.
Okay.
This season, they've lost 3. But they've won 5, including 2 games that they lost last season. Brighton and Hove Albion and Liverpool. So for Ruben Amorim, there's a little bit of confidence in whatever that he's trying to do with the team. And Mike, I think there's one thing about this team that I'm beginning to like. It's about how they react after going down. Against Liverpool, 1-1 at a certain state. Believe you me, Manchester United of last season, and they would have lost that game against Liverpool. This time around, 2-1 against Nottingham Forest. The old Manchester United, and trust you me, Manchester United would have lost that game against Nottingham Forest. 3-2 against Brighton and Hove Albion. Fiifi. Last season, Manchester United would have drew. Or even lost the game against Brighton and Hove Albion. But this season, 3-2 comes back 4-2. 2-1 comes back 2-2. Then you'd understand. I've even forgotten that Manchester United lost against Nottingham Forest last season.
Yeah.
But this season, they've been able to also pick 1 point from that particular game. I'm happy for Amorim. Things look encouraging.
So you still see progress.
There's definitely a sign of progress, Mike.
Okay.
From 12 points to 17 points. From 3 wins in the first 10 games last season to 5. From 4 losses to 3. Definitely there's a level of an improvement in the kind of results Manchester United have actually gotten. Number 2 game. Liverpool needed to rely on the old guns to get results. Mike. And this is where whatever you did in the transfer market is going to raise a lot of questions. Fee. Team no walk of top floor and vet 120. Mike is saying table one so far more. Yeah, 120. Ekitike 95. Walk of Alexander Isak 150 more Maba. Walk of Melos Kekes. But when things started going tough for you, you needed to rely on your old guns. And look at how Mohamed Salah played alongside the old guns. Look at how Liverpool were pressing at a point in time. Look at the energy from minute 1 to minute 90. Zoboslai playing as the number 10. Gravenberch and McAllister back like last season. The double pivot. You have your Robertson playing as the left back. Bradley playing as your right back. Kunate, Virgil van Dijk. Only 2 signings started for Liverpool. Mamadashvili and Hugo Ekitike. For Hugo Ekitike, he has paid his dues. No doubt about that. He has actually paid his dues when it comes to performing for Liverpool. Yeah. So if a coach will have to go back and rely on certain players, last season, just these players were not even actually bought by him. Klopp brought in these players, and you have to go back and rely on these players to get results. Definitely, I think Liverpool are beginning to understand that they did not do the right things in the transfer market concerned with certain players. Certain, not all of them. I believe players like Alexander Isak, they can come good. I believe players like Milos Kekeles, they can come good. But for Jeremy Frimpong and Florian Wirtz, I'm yet to be convinced that these guys, they can work for them in the Premier League. After knowing how some of these players that comes from the Bundesliga to the Premier League adapt, either they are slow or even fast. But this is Liverpool, different expectation, different standards, especially when you came into a team that has won the league. You need to do more for people to be convinced that you can do this job. And look at when Florian Wirtz came into the game, everything literally turned against Liverpool. Aston Villa came into the game, dictating the game here and there. Ross Barkley. And you understand the reason why Ancelotti will need to do a lot of things to make sure. But, you know, Mike, what is wrong with Mickey van der Ven and Jed Spence? Hey, my man kind of crunch Jed Spence. Tottenham team non asapa.
Oh, why?
Oh, what's Sandodo?
But he wasn't bad on the day.
Now we have fullbacks on Tottenham now.
I think it's very unfair.
No, Fee, Mike. You see,
but like if Destiny Udojie was fit, Just Spence wouldn't have played.
That is it.
Yeah.
Oh no, oh yeah, player back.
But he's a good backer.
Now what we na coach kasa ho.
No, but maybe he didn't like the coach's game plan.
He didn't like coach. Now play coach plan. Who a player be? Who a player be?
He didn't like the coach's
game plan. That be Fee, Mike. Who a player be?
No, but I think you are also being unfair to him.
What did that be unfair?
Maybe you
would have
to put yourself in.
Minute to Kiki yadru. Oh yeah, Abasha Bonnie pa.
Understand the situation. There's a player who is fiercely competitive. They just lost to a main rival at home, where they played shambolically, and he feels it will not make sense to him to go to the fans and then try to applaud the fans because they've disappointed them. So he has to go to the dressing room, then
have a go at himself. You know, all supporters in the crowd na pon match no to watch. Now who play and because of supporters na who's also called dressing room, Mike. Me, you know, I believe say they could have done better. Just maybe in front of the camera, one or two things, you just move aside. No, could dress you. Maybe
it's a reality. He doesn't fake it.
How did you see Enzo Maresca in the game?
You see, I think for this game, the big boys came to the party. Marco Correa against Mohamed Kudus. Moises Caicedo versus Sarr and these guys. Big games like this, you don't need to overcomplicate tactics. You don't need to be doing a lot.
Okay.
For Enzo Maresca, did the basic things. Hey, number 2, number 3, play your game, do this, do that. Arrange them so well. Fofana is coming in so well, playing so well for Chelsea now. João Pedro, be very calm on the ball. That's the basic stuff. But aside the basic stuff, you need character. You need the big boys to step up. Yeah. Coaches will tell you that in big games, you need not to do a lot of things. Just get your players in the right roles and right positions at the right time. And allow them to grow into the game, have a feel of what they are supposed to do, and they do it for you. Look at what Moises Caicedo was doing in the game.
I think that is actually the highest that we will see Moises Caicedo. So
the Spurs game.
Yeah, not like the game, but I think that what he did in the Spurs game is the point where we'll begin to view Moises Caicedo as one of the best players in the world, not just one of the best midfielders. I'll tell you why. So when the lineup came, Chelsea fans, as usual, were worried whether it was going to be Gusto that plays in the middle or Reece James. And the plan for Enzo Maresca was to play Reece James rather central. And when you have Reece James in the middle of the park, what it means is that Reece is now at the base. So Moises Caicedo can now go forward. And for me, I've said several times that I think that Moises Caicedo's best parts, where we'll see the best of Moises Caicedo is when he plays as a box-to-box 8. At this moment, Romeo Lavia is never really fit.
That is the biggest problem.
You've never gotten Reece James 100% to constantly play him in the middle. Enzo Maresca doesn't trust Enzo Fernandez as their 6.
Yeah.
So every time he wants to still have Moises Caicedo at the base and then rather push Enzo Fernandez into the half space. But in this game, and like he does in almost every big game, he either wants to add Malo Gusto as the +1 who roams to give them +1 in the different zones of the field, or like in this one and against Paris Saint-Germain, sits Reece James as part of the midfield. And in games like that, he wants just one thing. He wants intensity at the base. But that also is going to free up Moises Caicedo because he will generate the most intensity for the team. So if you realize, in the goal that Chelsea scored, it was Moises Caicedo that was playing as a box-to-box 8. It wasn't Moises Caicedo as a 6. It was Moises Caicedo that goes into a hard tackle first on... Who was it first?
I think it was...
was somebody else in the middle, and then the later one was Mickey van der Ven. It was Jet Spence. It was Jet Spence.
Yeah, Jet Spence.
It was Jet Spence who was carrying the ball centrally, won the ball off him, then aggressively went in again against Mickey van der Ven.
An underhit pass from
Yes, I think that when he gets to the point where we will call Moises Caicedo as one of the best midfielders in the world, these are some of the things that we'll constantly see him do. When Lavia is very much fit, so that Lavia can come and sit at the base and then allow Moises Caicedo to go, because Enzo Fernandez does a much more technical, tactical role, which is very important. So Fernandez rather was the +1 in this game, especially on the left-hand side. So every time Chelsea were attacking, Alejandro Garnacho, Marco Correa, Enzo Fernandez is there. Every time he was always a +1 to overload them in that area. And I think that Moise Caicedo now doesn't have to do too much. Almost everybody has come to understand that the ball is just something else. For me, what sets him apart? Before the game, João Paulinho had good numbers in terms of hunting the ball back also for Spurs. What João Paulinho doesn't have when you compare him to Caicedo is Caicedo's technical ability on the ball and how good he can be. And Maresca realized that is what he can get on the team. Maresca knew that if he plays this system against in fact, Maresca played the same system against Bayern. Mm-hmm. And Chelsea were walloped.
Yeah.
Two things happened. Chelsea this time, the long balls that Chelsea went did not come from the centre backs. So if you look at the Bayern game, Chelsea constantly were going long, either from a pass on Tosin or Chalobah. They are not good distributors. So this time, it was always on the goalkeeper, Rob. Rob was constantly going to the channels. Because if you isolate João Pedro and then Mickey van der Ven, he has a chance, but he will not even win 6 out of 10. He will win like 4 out of 10. Against Bayern, it was João Pedro versus Dayot Upamecano. Sometimes you will switch him to Kim in the second half. He didn't win one because he want to go long. It's a man-for-man press. So Chelsea believe that in terms of intensity, they can press intensely. Against Bayern, Chelsea did not press as intense as this. The only day I think Chelsea did anything close to the Tottenham Hotspur game was that Paris Saint-Germain game.
I think the difference between the Bayern game and the Tottenham Hotspur game will have to do with the kind of attack you are facing. Exactly.
So it comes back also to the fact that Enzo Maresca realized that Spurs doesn't have technical players as much.
So why should you be scared?
So they were not worried.
No.
You see, I think that when Chelsea meets Bayern again, Maresca will change something. He will probably throw everything to the wind and say somebody should follow Harry Kane around. Don't allow, even if he goes to his goalkeeper, follow him. And go, because that is where the threat was. But in this game, it was Chelsea's intensity of the press, aggression, and see, we will give a lot of credit to Moises Caicedo, but for me, Marco Correa
he was so
just fantastic.
Absolutely brilliant.
And when the game ended and I went to tweet that what he has done to Kudus, I don't think anybody has done that to Kudus. It is not to take anything away from Mo. If Correa is deployed to you, it means that you are a great player.
You're a threat.
It means that you're a threat.
A serious one.
And Correa knew, see, you know Kudus he didn't get angry.
No.
He was just quiet throughout the game.
Yeah.
It got to points where Correa will rile him up. I saw a video after that where Correa will even go and play with him off the ball. But he knew that if you give Kudus space, people are talking about Kudus versus Caicedo when Kudus went inside. There was a time Kudus showed Caicedo that, okay, you have strength, but then I am there. I think it was a 50-50 ball. He used his left side to block Caicedo. Caicedo went to ground. That is how good Mohamed Kudus is. But then Marco Correa was just excellent with his timing, closing down on him, being much more physical, being intense on Mohamed Kudus and preventing him from doing the things that they could do, to the extent that Tottenham Hotspur went into the game and then they had created just less than 0.1.
0.05.
0.05 in terms of XG throughout the game. That is spot on. I mean, I wasn't too surprised. What I was worried about going into the game was Tottenham's threat from set plays. Because 2 weeks ago, Tottenham has scored from 2 set plays, Mickey van der Ven. Mm-hmm. And the plan for Enzo Maresca, for me, did work. One, deploy Reece James, who is one of the strongest players on Van der Ven from set plays. Don't allow him jump. And the throwing thing also did make sense because now we will now put 3 players behind you in an onside position. If you miss that, you are going to score.
And I think for Robert Sanchez, he was also solid.
I was about to come there. Mike, you see, I have had an unpopular take.
But the same thing he's mentioning, it means if there are 3 players not inside the area, contending with Spurs players, it leaves it less crowded.
Yes.
So there is enough space for the goalkeeper to come out.
I think he even mentioned that was the plan from set piece, that they wanted to find space for him to come and catch that.
Anslot a game
Anslot obviously later. But Mike, you see, I'm not surprised
because that's a set piece trick where also Anslot goes to you.
I'm not surprised because Bernardo Cueva was the assistant to Thomas Frank.
Yeah. Yeah,
And so he has worked with him. He knows that these things Thomas Frank will try to do. Let me find a way. Throughout the game, I was particularly impressed with just two people. I'm not surprised with Kayseri. I'm not surprised with Reese. I'm not surprised with Kukurea. I was just pleasantly surprised by Robert Sanchez. Like Mike says, I've seen Robert Sanchez for the longest time come into games and then do the things that he did. Where he will do all the good things and make one mistake. And there's a problem. He'll do all the good things and do a mistake. And I've said several times that when it comes to shot stopping, he's one of the best goalkeepers in the Premier League. I'm not worried about that. But it's those bozo moments. Sometimes he's just crazy. But this time it was just clean stuff at him. Manchester United.
Hey, don't angry me.
I expected Manchester United to draw points. Just because of Sean Dyche. Just because of that. Not because United are not good enough, but because I felt it's going to be much more difficult to break down Nottingham Forest with Sean Dyche than it will be against Fabian Hessler, against Reggie Lebris at Sunderland, or even Liverpool. Because before that Sunderland versus Chelsea game, Sunderland had played 4-3-3 against everybody, open play football. I don't know why they went to Old Trafford and felt like they could go and play like that against Manchester United. Manchester United taught them a good lesson. When they came to Stamford Bridge, they changed and knew that you can't go to a big boy's home, regardless of the disrespect you think you want to give to Ruben Amorim, and go away with that. He was taught a huge lesson. Fabian Hessler, again, Manchester United have better quality in transitions this season. So I don't know why he also expected it was just going to be a smooth sailing for him. He was baptized. When Man United went away to the City ground, I knew it was going to be much more difficult. And the goal they scored, the Casemiro goals from a set play. Yeah. From open play, Manchester United actually created nothing. If you look at the data, open play, they didn't really create a lot. It was some set plays that they did. If you look at the games that they've played before, the goal that Maguire scored against Liverpool from a set play. Yeah. Most of the goals that they scored against Sunderland and then Brighton and Hove Albion were from forced transitions, artificial transitions that they would score. So I said that when it comes to Nottingham Forest, you may not get those forced transitions. You may struggle to get those forced transitions, and they'll prevent that. And they did. When they were able to score those two quick goals, I thought they could even win it until that excellence goal for Mamad Diallo. But like Akomeah says, Manchester United should not be worried
about the result.
Yeah, I mean, who didn't expect that they would struggle against Nottingham Forest? But good things are brewing in the club. The only thing I'm worried about Manchester United right now is how sustainable it will be, especially during the AFCON, when Amad Diallo and Brian Mbeumo go for the AFCON.
And you baby ribo. Edru abonano. Edinifwe. Yawo. Amadini Mbeumo.
Brian Mbeumo.
Brian Akwasi Mbeumo. Yawo.
Neza numbende.
Hey, they go down on the mount. Basi mount. Mama mia.
Mazari to my leave.
Mazari beko.
Yeah.
AFCON. Hey.
Oh, I have BNC.
No problem.
BNC.
That is why it's quite important for Amorim to try and get enough points now.
Yeah.
Because I think for the AFCON, during that period, Manchester United will play at least, I think, 2 to 3 games. There is an FA Cup intermittent.
Oh, okay.
So for the league and all of those, and then we pray that maybe Cameroon will exit the tournament early. For Ivory Coast, I doubt.
Yeah.
Because they have one of the strongest teams going into the AFCON.
Yeah.
But yes, but for Morocco, don't even expect Mazraoui to be back now. Because definitely they are going for the host and win. So among the 3 players leaving for the AFCON, I think the realistic option to have before the tournament comes to an end is actually Brian Mbeumo. Okay. And the partnership that has actually been. But Fee, you were saying something about Sean Dyche sitting deep. Mike, have you realized that all the games that Manchester United have actually won, they don't accumulate more than 50% possession?
Yeah.
And then once they've lost, they accumulate more than 50%.
Yeah, but that's exactly what I was saying. That's the strength of Ruben Amorim. When you give him the ball, it's just like Chelsea.
Fee, I think it's
Chelsea,
the strength of the players we have in the team.
Exactly.
Because this team has been built through transitional managers.
Exactly.
Jose Mourinho, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Yeah. All of these coaches are transitional.
And Amorim has also added more. He has added the ability to go long via Shesko, second balls via Mbeumo, and then Amad Diallo with pace and transition as well. So, see if he will get the quality of the players and gets them fit to play, I think United will be in and around the top 5 or top 6 by the end of the season.
I need the top 5 next season in the Premier League to be the old guys. I'm tired of seeing the likes of Tottenham Hotspur and Co in the top 5.
But
no.
It's about what you do.
I know it's about what you do.
Yeah.
And I know it is end.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah.
I respect whatever everything you do. If wishes were horses, let me put it in that way. If wishes were horses.
Well, unfortunately, the wishes are donkeys. So stop.
So definitely come here. Liverpool. Me here Chelsea. Me here Manchester United. I'll need someone like Manchester City in and around. What did they mention? Arsenal.
Okay, so
5 teams.
At the mention of Arsenal, what will stop them? Then let's add City.
I've been one year.
No, yeah. I think we should discuss it. 7 games without conceding.
Arsenal, 7 games.
Went through the whole of October without conceding a goal. And then they've started the month of November with a clean sheet. They are winning. They are getting goals from different approaches. From set plays, from open play. Now they can score. There is variety. What will stop Arsenal from winning the title?
I think, to be very honest with you, where they will find a little bit of problem is they've been very lucky with the first few fixtures that they've played, to be very honest with you.
How?
As compared to, Opta brought out the statistics about teams that are playing tough games.
Yeah.
I think you look at what Manchester United played, where they went to, and all of the games that they had. You look at Arsenal, the games that they've played, and the kind of results that have come in. In the Premier League, there are certain things that when you meet them quite earlier on, no matter who you are, what you do, you are going to have a little bit of problem. One of them will have to do with Chelsea.
Okay.
Mike, you understand me well. Another will have to do with teams like Brighton and Hove Albion. I know Arsenal have actually met them in the year for Cup and all, but the Cup games and the league games are totally different.
Okay.
It's about the number of goals you score, these teams score whenever they meet you, and how they have enough quality of men up front to cause any havoc at the end of the day. Nottingham Forest are we against Arsenal. You know some of these games. But for playing against Manchester United, you know the number of chances Manchester United created against them. Could not find the back of the net. Then you look at their game against Manchester City, a big game they conceded. You look at their game against Liverpool, big game they conceded.
But that was then, and then they've improved, not conceding a lot of chances. And even for shot on target, it looks like now it is not just a common place for any team to meet us now.
That is why I'm saying I'm not taking anything away from them. But the reality also remains that whenever they meet sides who are expansive, open up, attack a lot, they also find themselves conceding a lot of shots. And some of them you might be lucky. Some of them you might not be lucky.
Is this not you discrediting us now for?
No. I'm not discrediting.
Because
I'm not discrediting.
I also think at the start of the season they were not playing well. Then they have improved. Some of the features we saw, which we attributed to the fact that it is just Arsenal, it was a fluke they won against Man U. They will be exposed soon. All those issues looks like they've been put to bed.
You asked the question that what is going to stop them?
Yeah, what will stop them?
That is where I'm coming from.
Because I think they look unstoppable as it stands now. The only thing that will stop them
for now, I agree that they look unstoppable. It is factual. It is the reality, the standard. Everything is set for Arsenal. But I'm also trying to set an example of teams that met Arsenal, that opened up enough, and Arsenal conceded. And these are clubs that I actually believe, Mike. So, who sure more baby? Be Premier League aside me and Sana Wabono. So, for example, when they met City, Omo concede. When they met Liverpool, Omo concede. What did they mention?
Again, that was before they became.
I know that was before they became.
Exactly.
But I trust you, me. When you meet a team like me, open teams and maybe two says see a pan, Omo she Arsenal be shot on target. Ebe concede be no Chelsea number 1.
Arsenal versus Chelsea.
What did they mention Arsenal? Chelsea number 1. Omo not landing there be no mbebono.
Against Spurs.
Against Spurs. Number 2.
Okay.
Nottingham Forest against Sean Dyke.
Come on.
Mike, you see, there are certain games these people in the Premier League in certain teams be on my Mike. So could show more. And Nottingham they are in Emery too. Emery Arsenal be who to be
the City ground.
But the City grounds. These are the few teams Mimiji to me say. Say be a nyoma emuya demo obia so obia betimi a shot on target where the Arsenal. At least I'm not saying they will win, but I believe omune be threat kakra ne ombe stubborn kakra.
Well, I slightly disagree. I think they look unstoppable. It is going to take a lot to unsettle this Arsenal team with the kind of momentum that they've gathered and how they are playing. It looks like no single Premier League team now can throw a spanner in the views of the Gunners. I don't think so. Not a single Premier League team now. Because
I think I'll stand with Chelsea.
I see no.
I'll start with Chelsea.
No. The Chelsea team is it is actually a team you don't trust.
I know I won't trust them, but when it comes to such big games like Chelsea stopping somebody, Chelsea.
No, if you check Arteta too and then Chelsea, he certainly has. He's read Chelsea's bio. He knows everything about them. So I don't really see that. But I want us to look at Manchester City and then the form they are in. I think they are an Erling Haaland injury away from entering into another crisis, just like it was with the Rodri thing. Rodri was a key midfielder for them. They never thought that would happen. He got injured, ruled out for a long term. Then all of a sudden, Pep had to find a new way to get Man City to play at their best. Now, it looks like Erling Haaland is carrying this Manchester City team. And one injury.
It's too bad.
One injury, then
I think
City ahead.
I think where Manchester City will be very happy is Erling Haaland is not an injury-prone attacker. He's not an injury-prone striker.
But what if the form also goes away?
I understand that the form can actually go away, but in the past few seasons, I think Erling Haaland doesn't go more than 3 games without scoring. No? 4.
He's in the form of his life.
It doesn't actually happen. And I think for now, City will believe that we paid a huge amount of money. Maybe it came into the media that we paid around £50 million or so. This will be the time they'll be very proud that they have a striker like Erling Haaland. Fee, when you are going through transition,
Mike, you talk about the downsides of Arsenal, but when it's about City, you don't make it look like this Erling Haaland thing is a problem. Okay.
But say, whenever a team is going through transitional period, which I believe City are going through a transitional period, I know Pep wants to do things in the ideology of Pep Lenders. That is what he wants to do things. In that process, difficult for his players to adapt because of the automatisms his team has had in the past few years. Take some time. You need your best players during that particular moment in time to be your X factor, be helping you to get results at the end of the day. And they are lucky to be having a player like him. I remember when Louis van Gaal came to Manchester United. When he was struggling, he needed to rely on a player like Wayne Rooney. I remember the FA Cup Manchester United won. That final, Wayne Rooney took the game to Crystal Palace. Man, these are the players you want in moments where your team is literally bad. And for City, they have to be praying to their gods. They have to be offering sacrifices just to keep Erling Haaland fit. Because if not, Mike, and there's no striker in the Premier League that is better than Erling Haaland. Not even a single one. And he's a player that can power a team to a title. There are certain players who are good attackers, but they can't power a team to a title fee. There are differences in that. For example, Didier Drogba. Mike, he will not score 30 goals a season, but if you need an attacker to power you to a title, Didier Drogba can single-handedly tell you that, no, I'll do this for you.
I think that is not in that. So, does it then not make the whole Haaland form, the numbers he's putting up, does it not make it more tricky for City, especially considering that he's a mere mortal?
Definitely he's a mere mortal.
Anything can happen.
He's a mere mortal.
Loss of form, injury. Should Pep not be worried that all the goals that are coming basically has to do with him?
For Pep, I'm not really worried about him. And I think,
really?
Yes, for Pep, I've already told you about that. Now, for Pep, I'm not really worried about him.
No, but it's about the tools he uses.
I know it's about the tools he uses. But for Pep, I'm not really worried about him. And I think he has thought about it. He understands it. He knows the risk. And I think City will have to sacrifice certain things for certain things this season.
Drew Arsenal, so I own
because Michael, see, this weekend when I watch City, I'm saying something. When I watch City, I told myself that I'll tell you that I am beginning to take them more serious because I didn't think that there's going to be a time where because Michael said it that they will come second, and when they come, he feels that they will give Arsenal the run for their money rather than Liverpool. And I think that is happening right now.
I don't even think they can sustain what
exactly. But when I look at the data of those who have scored for City, Erling Haaland has 13. The rest of the guys have 2, 1.
And their own goals.
Yeah, nobody.
No, the 2 is even.
Yeah, the 2 is an own goal. Yeah. Nobody's really contributes apart from him. And I say that yes.
This is not typical City.
Man City. Yes, maybe Erling is not injury prone, but Erling gets injured also.
Well, last season he went on an injury.
He gets injured. And again, the form can dip. Do you know that even Haaland is underperforming his own numbers? Yeah. Haaland 2022-2023 was doing 15 goals, 10 games. Now he's doing 13. So that is definitely not enough.
Fee, there's one thing I've seen about teams winning trophies and titles. That is why
maybe I want to know.
Oh no. It's not the BR fee. Maybe I'm catch him say BR. I'm trying to over-assume for things for Manchester City. I say me the almost to 2 years.
Yeah.
Fee. When I see teams that have won trophies, sometimes even in their worst state, Fee, it been in their City here in recent results.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, there are some of the games you've watched as City are convincing, but we win 1-0, 2-0.
Yeah.
It been another Real Madrid the Champions League. Yeah, one in the more and in the leagues, you know. It remember Real Madrid under Carlo Ancelotti when they won the league at no more Santiago Bernabeu. Yeah. They were literally poor in so many games. It be one more times. You be regular Real Madrid they winning 1-0. Yeah. Sergio Ramos, Karim Benzema. Yeah. You be winning 1-0. Yeah. Now you say, Karim Benzema,
I like
because the mentality these guys are building over a period of time. Yeah. Hardly say ABI in the dressing room, when things go tough, they will break down easily.
Yeah. Is this the same City?
Mike, I think so.
With that mentality.
Oh, yes. That dressing room.
I think their mentality, confidence, and everything was dealt a big blow last season. It has been shattered. They are now trying to build anew. And again, if you look through the City team, there are far too many new players to have that monster mentality.
Oh, Mike, if you still have Ruben Dias, if you still have Nathan Ake, these guys are leaders in the dressing room. Ellen Hala, these guys are. Rodri is still there.
Rodri is
the best player, Ballon d'Or. He's still there in that particular
team. He's the current holder of the Ballon d'Or.
No. Ballon d'Or winner. But he's still a Ballon d'Or.
I think that you are overly flattering Manchester City and how good they are.
Because they've proven themselves.
No, I don't want to use exaggerate. No.
Because they've proven themselves,
Mike. They've proven themselves in the context of the team and then the coach. But the playing body as it stands now.
Who makes the team? Is it not the playing body?
No, I'm coming.
Is it not the playing body?
I'm coming. The current Manchester City team, they don't have the character of the City of old.
They do have it.
They meet you and they will dominate you as to how they want you to.
It's not all about dominating,
this
Mike.
City team have had to adjust to how opponents play because they are not good enough.
No,
but they are not good enough.
No. If you use the word they are not good enough, you're not being fair to
Manchester City. Per their own standard, they are not good enough.
Think they are good enough.
Per their own standard, okay, agreed. Per their own standard.
Yeah, per their own standard.
But now, even in transition, where you believe within their standards, they are failing, they are getting results.
Yeah, so they are beginning to.
And 6 points difference between them and Arsenal.
But that's a lot. What was the last time City were 6 points difference between themselves and Arsenal?
I even don't think that they are getting the result where it matters most. Typical City, they would have found a way to claw back into the game against Aston Villa. They always beat Bournemouth. Maybe you've not studied it. There's 9
and Aston Villa always troubles Manchester City.
No, they find a way. You see, when they won the title with Gundogan scoring those late goals, it was against Aston Villa. Yeah.
That was at the Manchester City Etihad Stadium.
So the point I'm trying to make here is this. This is not that City.
But far away in Villa Park, Manchester City always finds themselves wanting against Aston Villa.
It is not the Man City that had an aura of invincibility around them. This City is very much visible. You can touch them, you can see them, and you can hurt them. So even in their visibility state, the most important thing is the winning mentality. And they are winning it.
Hey, Wajiska.
Winning games.
Wajiska.
Antolis, Antalas, Antilimus.
As I could, you
Pourquoi?
Removing the heart.
Mukpuru
You tell me, share.
Kasa.
And then we about the TV food. And then we about the TV food.
You move for 40,000.
They are holding my neck.
You are holding your neck.
They are pulling my neck.
They're holding your neck.
Wait.
They are there.
My also.
Hey, Starling. I can't wear.
I know who's the white. No, me samo a mana muo no me samo wa for me samo. Samo mu adwin se mu ni gina tia wa for.
Starling Graham Potter. Was that Trinity?
Yes. Hey. Me samo wa for. Apart from that, so no akwanyi mo bi o se onje omu boni bia ntu samo. E mama ni nkwa no ho onim de oye.
Metias on Namatosu. And the post of the about.
Mintias yakra. But now chantro.
Is that post of the
Obi o free post now go do atosu.
Now day. Oh man. Oh boy.
So you.
Why me? So me we on me fa baby.
No problem.
I was sorry you no.
What about the right time?
You just entered the conversation.
Hey, when I wo. Mama nyen pakolo ho adwuma. When I wo.
But which are the trousers?
Patrol
I don't know.
I don't know about to.
My
Mommy ba you dem polo mi huda.
I only say what dem polo.
He's a very beautiful boy.
What dem po ye.
He's a very beautiful
You
boy.
only check the one side.
He's a very beautiful boy.
Beautiful man.
Beautiful man.
Mama mi tintia.
Aboti.
Mama mi ti.
No problem.
Mama mi tu say me here.
Oh, you're allowed to do that.
Akomeah minyi.
Nah.
Have minyi say me minyi o.
Pourquoi?
So you just entered the conversation. We are just looking at what we learned from the Premier League this weekend. I don't know what you learned, but they've all shared their views. What did you learn from the Premier League this weekend?
Premier League there. Hey. Baby ni. League na bomb man say. Me ka bomb man me your show some ase.
I
destroy your man. A peja uko wiema wonim say wo comfortable leader. Net rubbish. Na go phone on where one chance for.
I think he's out for.
When it does see a show mo abo say. Mo say. Enzo Maesca
But Tottenham they say you're bad bitches.
But for the start, I want to congratulate Chelsea. Even though Tottenham here to say their work and Panada that say anytime we are meet my from about I go Pramano so I go but this time no not form and not Tottenham woman and the kind of situation with Chelsea we expect even though they were winning their matches but now you know, I don't want to use.
Before that, there was a loss against Sunderland.
Yes.
Then Wolves near Kokosho.
For 3 Apart from that, this situation with Chelsea, indiscipline on the field.
Red cards.
Yes. Any Enzo Maresca, the substitutions, I caused a lot of flap in the sky. And tonight, Amana, a tough match. People actually thought that Chelsea would lose, especially most of away.
Yeah.
But for you to go there, and that day, Moises Caicedo.
Yeah. Is he the best midfielder in the best DM in the world?
He is right now. Anka Rodri is fitter. Anka in the DSC.
Maresca say only Rodri.
But Sano kind of.
Yeah, Maresca say only Rodri.
But right now,
right now, what has Rodri done?
Right, so I was even wondering why he mentioned Rodri.
What's Rodri there? No, Obe mentioned him because of my man Kase.
Like he became the benchmark.
Yes. And as you say currently right now, no, the marking scheme.
The benchmark.
It's for you to say, oh no, Gusu Bobo, oh no, active. Into obviously Obe mentioned it. But CCA, Moises Caicedo, know that the guy was tremendous.
Declan Rice still.
I think he's the best in the Premier League, but not the world.
DM.
Yeah.
Who is better than him?
First, but two are okay. Let's shoot 3. Yeah, first Caicedo can hold.
Is that for the all-round game or for specifics?
DM.
DM. Yeah, for the roles they play in their.
I wonder who you
teams,
consider as a
I think
DM.
Vitinha is ahead of him.
Vitinha.
Yeah.
DM.
Yeah.
But we've done this thing here before.
No, but that's why I said, are we looking for specifics or what? Because what you
for the all-round game.
No, what you look for in a defensive midfielder
for his all-round game
is tied to the team and how they play.
Okay, but we are looking at the all-round game.
Because Frankie de Jong cannot play like Caicedo because in his team.
But Caicedo can play like Frankie de Jong.
No.
Caicedo plays like
Frankie. Do you know that Frankie Dion, I mean, Moises Caicedo, can play as a defensive midfielder for
Barcelona.
No.
Can do the thing that Frankie does.
And they will be fine.
Can.
No.
And they will be fine.
No.
Caicedo
cannot play as a DM for a team like Barcelona, Paris Saint-Germain.
He can.
No, he
Mike,
can't.
he can.
Caicedo struggles with build-up.
I'm in the Fiifi.
No, but Alessandro is more press resistant than Moises
No, but
Caicedo.
Caicedo is press resistant.
No, he's not. Caicedo. Yes, no. I won't agree to this. Caicedo.
But you're Vitinha.
When did he become press resistant?
Your Vitinha, this no matter what we do, you will not accept. So we hear.
I said if you are.
Vitinha is a good defensive.
Yes, so Caicedo maybe in Premier League just limited there, but don't say the word.
Catch on authority. So we 10 coaches. It must 7 or pick Caicedo
over
Vitinha. Or more Mbappe Vitinha. Or more pay the above controlling game. So I'm calling for that football specifically that net, or Musa. But because you Luis Enrique, why we say Pep Guardiola, Asare, and Maresca don't know who Caicedo.
If Maresca had Vitinha's profile, he's sorted.
No. Kiki with Boadu Caicedo elbows is here.
Yeah.
Luis Enrique Krabbe me use because so be
In what role?
The two jobs.
What job?
And the job of recycling possession and
so you think Enrique would take Caicedo? Sorry, displace Vitinha and start.
You
Caicedo.
displace him, you go use Vitinha as an 8
That's
or 9.
exactly what we are discussing here.
Obama as a double.
You are saying defensive midfielder, and in the PSG team, Vitinha is their DM. There is no way Caicedo benches him in the PSG team. True or false?
No, at PSG, Vitinha is DM or a deep line playmaker.
Zizi I didn't have bro.
Oh yeah, because DM is a defensive
midfielder. And a DM national.
You want deep line playmaker.
And Caicedo the
you want screen and you want controller.
and you hunter.
For air dryer, try to confuse me. You go on, no problem.
So Chelsea, I look at what happened to Medoba. Hey, Mr. Medoba. Miami Kudus. Akomeah na unkom. Makuku.
Makuku kill.
Na monti Kudus o player so be ya nipa mienu.
Hey, brother, share Kudus ja won team no kill wo. Share. Kukreya de niaka ye la minyama test no.
Oh, about passing now. What tell me at me and pass about Carreras test a Kuku. What is all one head in
an wouldn't play about what was Shana Brepa. There's only one Lord.
Olise.
No. There's only one Lord and one goat. And then the way to my guess in the match in the Paku.
Amad Diallo.
Anthony.
That
was a long
the conference
No, there's only one goat.
Okay.
There's only one goat.
But Kuku and
there's only one goat.
But
Anthony.
Okay, boss.
Anthony, Anthony,
oh God. Coming to Manchester United.
But you're expecting to win at the City Ground.
Okay. Now the inner me. And that's what I can say.
But obviously announced that was that the inner you. And the Baba about see the other
the inner me. Now I will see you. But the outside you know. Now was a 12 game.
No, but should this be seen as a disappointing result?
It's disappointing because of currently Baby, I know United here, Peja fan here, yes, sir. Right now we are so good that I will see you winning this kind of matches.
But Kiki wasn't not 23 games. Because maybe
and now one penny, I say, and I'm saying, Maroon, silence, the structure, why? Yes, sir, about to say, the structure, no, the structure, 3 hours.
There is a hospital around the Boadu, you had a Grace something.
Yeah.
there's a pork joint.
Okay.
And then this
what
thing.
You
should buy yam and this thing. The lady there, no strong Manchester United fan.
Okay.
Oh, and you can me afa.
And then
top Manchester United fan.
I know you pork on it. No, when them say United for so who show. Into them say United.
I will say United. Say they me boy. Me ko Akosia. Talk to Akosia. I go talk to Akosia.
Akosia but my camera no him ate. Akosia. Oba papa bi.
Kaish.
Awurade oba me hu an osu ni na abi. Ebe. Matesa wo ye pork there o. Na fries bi ene ade. Ya te so United nyame nhwa. No nyo kese ye dance so sa hwe program yi. Na minimi nua Akomeah.
Me go who get the buy.
Who United.
Wow.
Minimi nua Akomeah.
Will be there.
Ye be ba ho, yes raw pork no.
Mama hwe ni ekura be no pambo de ni bi.
Ye be
Tony na. Wo bi line na ka say mama pakija.
Eja no.
E dey kwa ba uja say. So me ni calculate one man to tell you na. Fiifi nya bi ready.
Unya bi ready.
Jack, we kwa Akosia old Akosia say what is a more cassette when you 3 games there. I don't know. I'm so 3 games. See 3 games then so more ball draw the way after so but still Manchester United is on a good part.
Yeah. Hey. Still a good part. We say no question say game no. No difficult but now as a near day as a near Phillies was say twice bad. But getting 1 point from Nottingham and now looking at the new manager bounce that adrenaline that comes with it, you know. Obviously not a year. Last season United,
and I said
even beginning of the year, and Kaya Sheben.
I think last season almost share more.
Yeah, almost share.
Last season almost share.
This season.
So I think.
But I have the feeling if the game had been played for like 20 minutes more, United would have won.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Momentum was on United's side.
It was.
We look there for
Because that clearance.
Yeah.
Because I think Forest, Sean Dyche and the Forest wanted the game to end.
Yeah. Sean Dyche just wanted something from the game to build on. So, for me, well, I've said it. I think that Manchester United depends on how you guys can be more consistent with that. So, I don't know.
But host mean you Juma. More question be busapa.
Okay.
So what bisa weekend review? Question we win pa. Real Madrid. I heard Real Madrid. You who silence on my side. You can say you rate Mbappe among the impactful signings at Real Madrid. What in better?
From when to when?
No, for impact, I don't think we can really judge his impact yet because he's not necessarily played even 2 seasons. You get it? And then
it has not even brought in so much returns.
There is no trophy to show.
Let me not even go alongside with
to talk about
individual. I'm talking about individually. Yes.
Individually.
That is what I'm coming from.
I think he ranks second to Ronaldo.
Individually.
Yeah.
Ahead of Zinedine Zidane.
Oh, come on. Zidane took some time before he settled in. Wow. Yeah. Those who watch Real Madrid doing that, Zidane needed time before he settled in. Beckham,
I think
Beckham,
the second
quote unquote, I think Beckham was a Real Madrid flop, quote unquote, for the expectations and everything. Why they brought him on board, he never really delivered to that expectation. And I think maybe he really lit the scene when he was exiting. Beckham was more like he gave Madrid a memorable farewell, but he did not really give them.
Yeah. Madrid usually have flops before they become
superstars.
Exactly.
Even Modric.
Yes.
Modric was literally voted the worst player in the La Liga when the first season he came in. Maybe the closest person would have been Jude, but Jude also came into a team that was already doing very well.
Exactly.
So,
even for Benzema.
Yeah, you are tempted to agree with both of you on Mbappe.
I
don't know how in case he wins the Champions League this season and wins the league, does he usurp Ronaldo from the top?
In terms of
when he wins the best, most impactful player. He wins the Champions League, wins the league, go on to win the Ballon d'Or.
Again,
does he take Ronaldo out of that?
I don't think so because the stage. Ronaldo came at a point in time where Barcelona were at their zenith and then Madrid were at their nadir. They were descending. Yeah. So it was a project to bring back Madrid to the top. Yeah. That is
a very difficult Barcelona side.
Exactly. Now check Mbappe. He joined Madrid when they were at the top.
So it's about helping them sustain.
Yeah. You get the point. So Ronaldo had to build, take them to the top, and then sustain it for a consistent period, which he saw all those phases. Yeah. building phase, winning stage, sustaining the wins, and then crowning it all in glory, individually, collectively. Mbappe will need to outdo just winning the league and then the Champions League. To even get close to Ronaldo, he needs to do more than that.
One thing that I
but
really
individually, in terms of the goal tally, I think he's just on the straight path, just as Ronaldo was. He's getting the goals to prove that after Ronaldo, he's the next big superstar Madrid have actually gotten in their fold. That is why I said after Ronaldo, he's there. But he can never usurp Ronaldo, maybe until his spell is over.
Vini has 111 goals or so.
Yeah.
And he's like the 4th or 5th in terms of Madrid's highest scorers.
Yeah.
Mbappe is now 6.
Charlie, but Vini deserves a lot of credit. Actually.
Oh, yes,
he deserves a lot of praise.
Where?
For Madrid.
He's only had one good season.
It doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter.
He's only had one good season.
He's not just had
For
just
a
one
club
good
like
season.
Madrid,
For Vinicius
He's not had just one good season. You can't say Vinicius had just had one good season. The season where Benzema won the Ballon d'Or, Vini was that exact support that Benzema
Working for
needed.
Benzema,
Worked for him.
Just like Benzema did for Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yes, and the season after Benzema, Vini took over. Vini has, even this season, Vini has almost 10 or 11 goal contributions. Yes, Mbappe is gone. But then Vini is still performing. It's not just one
so
good season.
he's only as good as Raul Gonzalez and Fernando Morientes. Finished.
No.
Oh, I'm telling you the honest truth.
He's better than Fernando
Vini,
Morientes.
come on.
In the history of
No,
Madrid.
you see, I'm not trying to compare Vini and Morientes. Yeah. I cited an example. He's as good as a Raul Gonzalez and then a Fernando Morientes.
I think
no matter how good Morientes is, he will never usurp Raul Gonzalez. That is the point I want to make. Vini is good, but it just ends there because Mbappe has set the bar and he's showing you the Madrid standard. Trust me, if Mbappe came during the time of Benzema, he would have raised the bar still. Vini was able to match it because Benzema is not that your usual goal scorer. So give us numbers, it's okay. But if Vini had been performing during the time of Ronaldo, then perhaps you see the gap. Vini would not even trump Bale in the Real Madrid team. Trust me.
No.
Actually, Real Madrid,
no. I know it's Real Madrid, but if you talk about Vini and Gareth Bale,
Madrid understand that. Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale.
Gareth Bale.
Come on.
Vini, Real Madrid number 7.
Oh, come on, drop it.
Say no.
Drop it. Most of some players also want players. This is Real Madrid. Yes.
Oh, first of all.
Oh, sir.
See a giant.
Oshego.
You giant.
Oshego, I had it.
Because.
Oh, Uja. I don't know Uja.
You see, in the first place, Yamal never loved the girl. At this age.
Hey!
No, you see. Listen to this. At this stage. No, I'm coming. At the age of 18, with a lot of money and then worldwide attention, you tell me Yamal enters a relationship for purely love, and it's for pleasure and sensual feelings.
No, pleasure. Oh, sir, you diagnose. So, Maka, you know what's the man?
But you can't Yes, Nico
Williams will be into
they are born into him.
Oh, yes, because chronic pubalgia. A persistent pain in the groin. And I say I fancy the pubic region.
I would have adopted to
I know, I saw sorry like
why yes,
Akomeah saw a demonstration. Please get up. No, show us something.
Also a video.
Also any body amaza.
Sa region hona to panel koso ne akohwie no koso. Ah de no de yan nwoma de tunu fa no nti. Born one de bia ma ujira mama bo 90 minutes continuously because yare no due to persistent strain.
Okay.
So what I say of that area. Yeah. Especially with muscles, no tendon, no ligaments, no.
That's all overstretching.
Yes. And there are two IB and Namwa and no na say o stretching bebre a dru sa situation. So what I say. So born on a wo and a dru anwumre so a what's our stress is our area ho you too for the I know what talent mo ho de den and as utumu say inside the no adoso
Inside the Bella doors.
Inside the Ebe. Then I know them on in the cool.
They just eat, wine, dine.
They just and Akobano. So when you chronic Pubadia.
It's Nico Williams so coffee again.
Maybe Nico Williams minim. Now Nico on your bay. Nico Williams, I don't know what did. And crying your tomb for a muntie.
No, but I understand it. I think I saw this post somewhere. I don't know how true it is because I've not really verified it. That Messi after the Clasico gave Yamal a dress down that he will need to take his football serious and stop the antics.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I read something like that. I don't know how verifiable it is.
Yeah, you're a friend or friend.
Yeah.
They all 2 foreigners.
A friend, according to family around, say they are Abusia the Kokonsa fool.
Yeah.
A friend of friends to catch and say, yo, your man, yeah, can, yeah, sir, Dan can say, yeah, can you, me, target, I crown or this guy was through, me, meaning nowhere here. But we are football lovers. So what I say, we have the football, and you who talent, you who's a talent, no, a bit pushy game, not do baby, any bad year, young person talent, never die down. So it is a tool for say, killer, more new cobble, no one else, you may, yes, you're an engineer, him handkerchief. I don't know the whole Bobra coffee.
So you think the separation from Nicky Nicole is a positive?
Right now, the truth is, Barca management together with Oyo Mendes, Akabom said, the iron. I was here at Tiakran and Trans near Manati as I said, Charlie, focus on the football. But what to say, Omu no who said, I question about Cranes right now, and the account will be a year Nicole. Aha, it's I'll be on the young man, and said they walk at the best man, not on dog and say, Giddy.
I doubt if it was pure laugh.
Obey to me.
No.
You doubt it's pure love.
Oh no, in this day,
days or what?
A teenager.
There's an 18 for
no. He perhaps you see people. No. In Europe, they don't laugh like we do.
Oh, as I body they laugh better than we do.
Yani
come quiet.
No, originally a young boy who is not really initiated into the world as you would expect. He has fame, he has money. He feels he can get any girl. And you think he will fall in love deep.
Or maybe he doesn't feel that way.
That's simple.
Am I going to free be out here?
Oh, my friend, there out here.
Onsia bedi ankoda.
Bedi ankoda way.
Edi.
Akrano quite. I remember the last match before this one no she go. I was Mbeka said no Okomi Kakrana.
The Clasico, yeah.
Yeah.
But this was actually the best and most free performance of Lamine.
Right now, I think say after you manage the pain.
Yeah.
And say this a dying situation.
Yeah.
You can manage it. Same Messi was diagnosed with that one around 2004 or so. So
usually it has to be managed.
Yeah, you manage with lifestyle.
Yeah.
Number one. Because at the end of the day, rectus abdominis and adductor lumbar, you know. Okay.
Kiki Monte.
So I don't know what's training. So I find the baby.
I guess in the behind. Where is Dr. Kiki? Where is Kiki?
Rectus there.
Abdominos.
Anna there.
So what I say? Adductor lungus.
Adductor there.
Lungus.
That's popular lungu. Okay, Zambia team no.
I think so. I'm managing. Right now, I am Nuku Akotana and Chen. Mumpa could be a yatin with Fiifi. Mumpa Mary be man. Mumpa Mary be
Usman the Mary be man.
If no alternative,
you go the Bado.
The co or be free or two who cost or business came. Why, yes, in Naba, what do you say? Akomeah, a bit to Akomeah.
On that note,
Atasawai.
On that note,
can you be a key?
I am no longer here.
Thank you.
So, watch, like, subscribe, put on your subscribe.
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 So Champions League.